Hey y'all, I've got my latest installment in more Florida foolishness. It's right here. Police stop St. Pete woman from driving Range Rover into path of runners on Thanksgiving Day race. Yes, St. Pete is short for St. Petersburg, Florida. I used to live there. So let's read the article. St. Petersburg, Florida. A St. Petersburg woman was finally stopped from driving her Range Rover into the path of runners during the coffee pot turkey trot Thanksgiving morning after driving around officers and refusing commands to stop, according to St. Petersburg police. SPPD said it happened just before 8 a.m. Thursday. Uniformed officers were parked with their emergency lights activated just before the Snell Isle Boulevard Bridge. I know exactly where that is. I used to work in that area. They said 38-year-old Ashley Lauren Morgan was going about 60 miles per hour in her 2019 Range Rover Velar as she approached on 21st Avenue Northeast. That's a very, I guess you could say, like upper middle class area of the city. The officers stopped Morgan before she tried to pass them and drive onto the roadway where nearly 3,000 runners had begun the sold-out 5K race earlier that morning. Yeah, she just didn't care. Morgan's arrest report says officers asked her for her ID, but she refused, ignored commands of stop, and fled the scene of the stop at an extremely high rate of speed onto the actual race course, further putting the lives of runners, race participants at risk. There's her right there. Oh, look at her. Doesn't she just look just lovely? Ashley L. Morgan. Just mad. Like, how dare these people try to stop me? Morgan received her first charge of fleeing and eluding for the incident. Her second came after she allegedly waved off police posted on the side of the bridge at Brightwater Boulevard Northeast and Lamera Way. The arrest report says Morgan acknowledged the officer through her driver's side window, but placed her hand up in the air in a dismissive manner and fled from him as well. She gave him the hand, y'all. As Morgan approached another road closure at 1st Street North and 26th Avenue Northeast, a city crossing guard tried to alert her to the fact that she was driving on a closed road. SPPD's arrest report said Morgan responded to the witness with anger. She eventually began a several-point turn to leave the area, backing into a stop sign on her way, the report said. Jeez. When she got back to the intersection of Brightwaters and Lamera, officers were finally able to bring her to a stop. Once she was under arrest, officers said Morgan continued to be defiant. While she was in the backseat of a cruiser, an officer said she kept banging her head on the window despite being asked to stop. Okay, so she was throwing a tantrum. Later, while an officer was adjusting Morgan's handcuffs, Morgan put her feet out of the car door and refused to bring them back inside. Officers used pepper spray twice to try and subdue her. Okay, see, that's how they get down there. She now faces charges of reckless driving, resisting an officer without violence, 2 counts of fleeing and eluding police, and leaving the scene of a crash with property damage. Police said in a statement, if it were not for the officers at the intersecting gaining the defendant's attention and forcing her to stop, she would have ignored all traffic safety obstacles strategically placed at the intersection and barreled through the intersection, causing mass casualty to race participants. Yeah, she would have. Yeah, she would have killed a bunch of people. The North Shore Elementary PTA also released a statement. On behalf of the North Shore Elementary PTA, we would like to express our gratitude to the St. Petersburg Police for their quick actions to protect participants in yesterday's Coffee Pot Turkey Trot 5K from a reckless driver. Our race planning committee worked closely with the St. Petersburg Police on route management and course safety and communication of street closings. This incident underscores the importance of these efforts. Yesterday's Coffee Pot Turkey Trot 5K was carried out safely and successfully, and we thank the police for their work and our participants for entrusting us with their safety. Let's look at the video. She looks pissed. Okay. I wonder what the hell she was on her way to do. If she was in that much of a hurry and didn't care about the possibility of mowing down a bunch of runners. She must have been, on her way to fight somebody, maybe. Oh, what'd I do? Go back? There we go. Wow. Okay, so she's just she's just what I call a stunt driver. She don't care how she drives. And I drive a lot for work, and I see more women than men being extremely reckless on the road. I don't, and angry drivers. But that's my experience. And I'm on these highways and byways quite a bit. Anyway, y'all let me know what y'all think.